So the next thing we want to talk about is post and post category. So having gone through the theory, the little explanation on them, differences of post and page, and I have told you how to create pages already. So let's talk about how to add post. Now you come to your dashboard. You see, you can see that I'm clicking on this thing here. Let me tell you, if you are working at the back end of your site and you view it at the front end, you are going to see these informations. These informations, you can use it to go back to your back end. All this information, you can use it to edit your website without uh logging out or logging in all the time again. Once you have already logged in, you can go to the front end and see what you are doing, that it reflects at the front end, and also go back to the back end. How do you go back to your dashboard? All you just have to do is to click on this thing. Once you click on that, it will take you to your dashboard. And if it is on desktop, if it is on laptop or on screen desktop, you will it will show dashboard direct, dashboard team will get, and then everything will load. Because this is mobile, that's why you are seeing it like this. So now, how do we add post? If you check here, all my posts here, I only have two posts: hello world and post sending. Those are the two posts that I have here. Those are the two posts that I have here. So how do I add more post to my site? I'm sorry, the network is fluctuating. Let me go and change my network. So sorry about that. Where I am, I'm having issue with network, so I need to make some adjustments to my network so that you can enjoy the class. You can see I need to make the video because of this class. Okay, let me reload again and see how it will be. Okay, so it has loaded back to my dashboard now. So how do we add post to our post? If you want to add articles, news, and every other things, how do you do that? So you come to this your three line. If you are using desktop, you will see the menu already. Just go to post. When you click on all posts, you are going to see all your posts. Don't worry about this information that you are seeing. I told you it's because of the theme. Dismiss it. We don't need that. So you can see we have all posts, which is hello world and post sending. So let me do something. Click on the two posts. Come to where you see bulk action. Move to trash. If your own is hello world, just click on that and move to trash. Apply. We want to delete those posts. So let's go back here to our view site and see. You can see when you come to our post page, we have nothing found. When you come to our home page, nothing found. So we have deleted those posts. Go back to your dashboard now. So how do you now add new post? So you come here to post, you click on add new. So here will be the title. You can see that the same thing, the way your pages are is the same thing that your post format is. So they look alike, but they are not the same thing. That's why I have to explain about the differences that are there. So you click on this add title, bootcamp 4.0, moving bootcamp 4.0 training about to complete. That is the topic. Let me just come here and type any information and type. So let me do something because of time. Let me copy and paste, copy and paste. You can see all this thing, I'm doing it on my phone. Though if you are using phone, it may look a little bit difficult somehow, but if you follow all this guide, you'll be able to do everything from your phone and try to do all of them without needing system. If you are able to follow the procedure I'm going to tell you everything that I'm telling you. You'll be able to do them. And make sure that you have a phone that will be okay. Don't just use any phone. Now, after that, you move down. If you are using phone, if you are using laptop, you check the right side. You will see all these functions there, all these publish and other things. So you come down to where you see category. So I will have to talk about category also. I've talking about uh in the note I forwarded about post, you will see that I talk about organizing your post using category. So if you want to have a lot of posts, like your site will contain thousands of posts, it is important to have them in categories. And what is that category? That category is all about, if you check Punch, you will see they will have educational news, religion news, uh, uh, health news. So those are categories. So that means that when you are having posts that has to do with education, you put them under education. When you are having news that has to do with religion, you put them under religion. So how do you do that? Once you created that post, just come down to where you see category, click on add new category, then add it education, so that it will be easy for people to access. Then education, click on add. Now this parent category, what that one is saying is that if after you created education, we have different segments in education. We have primary, secondary, tertiary, we have PhD, we have master, we have different aspects in education. If your news, your articles will be centered on different aspects, and you want people to locate their aspects easily, then you can say I have elementary education. Under this parent, you will now click education, because education, elementary education is under education. You add it. So that elementary will fall under education. Let me see, tertiary education. Parent will be education. You can see. So that one will also fall under it. So if the article you are posting at that time fall under education, it fall under education, you click on education, that will be the parent category. If it now fall under tertiary, then you tick that tertiary also. It is not necessary that because you click education you must tick all of them. No, you only tick where you want that news to be. So by the time you are using categories, when we are talking about adding categories to your site, how to add it as many, by the time you are adding categories, it will be easy for you to locate. So once you have done that, you come down to where you see picture image. This is where you add the image that will display picture image. How do you do that? Set picture image, then come to upload file. If you have not upload image before, come to upload file, select file, then go to where that image is on your system. I don't need to be telling you where to go to. Just go to where the image is on your system, upload the image. And if you have uploaded the image before, just come to media library. This is for uploading file. This is for media library. This is for media library. This is for media library. Just come to that media library. Then from that media library, you will see all the image that you have uploaded. Click on that image that you want to use, then set picture image. So the image will set as picture. You see this display layout, you may not see it in your own theme. You may not see it at all. If the theme you are using, is not the one I used, you may not see it. This one, they design it based on that theme. So that's why I told you that there are some things that it will comes with the theme you are using. So let's not focus on that display layout option. Leave it. Now this is our picture image. After you have done that, for those that are using phone, come up, scroll up again, scroll up again. You don't need to do any settings here. Don't worry, leave the settings. There is a settings we are going to use for to design our post format. We don't need all those settings. Just come down and click on publish. So it's loading. So after you publish it, it will display in front of your website, it will display. So people will be able to see it. It's still loading. It's still loading. It was network. I'm so sorry about that. So that is how to add. Oh, I have connection issue. Okay, it has saved. Let me just click on update to be on a safer side. So that is how to add post. Now let's go back to visit site. You can see that this is our home page. Let us now come to post page. Now you can see that we have another post now at this our post page. This is another post that we have. You can see. So this is the post. You can see at this top we have home education. It's telling us that this post is for education. This post is for education. So we have the post that comes from education. What is that post? The post is bootcamp for training 4.0 is about to round up, about to complete. So where is that post here? This is the post when we click on it. So people will be able to comment from this post. They will be able to comment and you will receive the comment. So let's go and add another post. Let's just add another post and see uh, how it look like. You can see we only have one post here. Let me add another post. Let me click on training is essential. So let me add another post. Let me just add. Let's assume this is it. But this one I'll put it under on categories, or let me create another categories for it. Let me say training, just training, and let me just add that category. I don't need anything, maybe education or something. No, I don't need it. But don't let me add picture image. I want us to see something. Don't let me add picture image. Let me come down and click on publish. Now we have published that. So check something here. When you publish it, when you create it, you are going to see a link here. So if you want to forward your articles to your friends to read, this is the link you are going to send to them. So this is the link they are going to use to read that article. Without this link there, you will not be able to read it. That is why we do the settings of that link as number one thing when you register your WordPress. So you do the settings so that they will be able to have a good link. Assuming you don't do the settings, as you see this advanced, if you have slash date slash training, so that one will take a long time for them to remember. But if you told them this is it, they will be able to remember easily. So this is the link that you are going to forward. If you want people to read your news, just forward these links to them, and that will make it easier for them to read, even without firstly coming to your site to be navigating throughout. With the link, they will go to where they are going directly. So let's go to view our site and see what we have again. We want to see the differences between adding picture image and not adding. Then come to post page because we have do the settings before. Now you can see training is essential. We don't have picture image. You see how it look like. This is it. The second one I just post. Training is essential. That is how that one look like. But now the second one is bootcamp training. If we check the one that looks so good among them, the one that is okay is the second one because the second one speak about it. That's why the image we are going to use must speak about what you are talking about. So it makes the post to look more attractive to my audience. So that is how you are going to add post and post and post. If it is 1 million posts, that's why you are going to add them. And you can see the date is also there. This is the date. If I should post another one by tomorrow, it will change the date. That is to tell you that this video, I just recorded this video now today because of this class. I discovered that some of you, the people that watched the last video, they are more than the people that are in class. If I should catch the person that forwarded the link, but don't let me say what I will do because I told I only want 43 people, but now I'm seeing 63 people in a particular video. I don't know why. 63 out of 43, so addition of 20 people. So that is how to added post. I will tell you how to do all these settings. We are still going to talk about all those things. So that is how to added the post. If you want to add many posts, so everything you are going to do it at the back end of your site. Once you do them at the back end, they reflect at the front end. So that is that about post uh adding post to your site. Adding post to your site. Now, after you have created post, if you want to add those posts to your menu, how do you do that? Go back to your appearance, go back to menu, go back to menu. So these are your pages that you have, right? Now what you need to do is go to where you see post. This is pages. Go to the second one, post, click on it, and you will see all the posts that you have. Then tick on those that you want to add it to your menu. Then add them to your menu. But if you have more than one menu, if you have more than one menu, you need to select the menu that you you want to you want to add it to. But just come for this class, just let's leave it at first one menu already. Let's leave it at one menu. That is what you created already. I will not tell you how to add more than one menu for now. That is not for this level. So add to menu, click on add to menu, then it will add them to your menu. You can see now these are the menus that we have. Post, home will be at the top. We have home, we have post, we have one category, we have bootcamp. This is the post. These are the posts. You can now bring those posts back to the you can bring them as sub menu to the page, to the post page, so that it will be under the post page by dragging it to where your post page is, like this. So once you drag it like that, the next thing you need to do is just to sorry, it must be at the same edge. If you want them to be at the post page, it must be at the same edge. So after that, click on save. Don't forget that you have already do some settings here by making it the primary. So let's go back here and view our site. Oh, sorry, I have not saved. Let's save. We need to save. If we don't save, it will not reflect. So let's visit site. Now come to menu and click on this post page. You can see that we now have training is essential, bootcamp is 4.0 training about to complete, things like that. So that is how you edit and do everything. So many things you will center your mind on is your back end. That is where you design everything. What is that back end? What is that front end? I told you that back end is where we design our site. The back, that is where we design, while the front is where clients see what we design. The front is where clients see what we design. The back end is where we design. The front is front. They see our design. So what we are designing at the back end will reflect at the front end. So that is what we call back end and front end.